All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. A couple of you have been asking me to look at the PvP changes and make my comments on them. Some people have been concerned. Let me tell Kolo one sec. All right, some people are concerned that the game's going to slow down. I don't know. I'm not super concerned of that. I think some classes definitely got nerfed, but there's some obvious buffs as well. And Holy Death Knight's Crypt Fever damage reduced, so it's going to be a little bit worse against classes like Druids with a lot of small heal over time effects. A lot of small numbers popping up. But overall, I mean, 5% strength buff, so I think it's actually a buff to Unholy Death Knights. I could be wrong about that, but I wouldn't be concerned if you're an Unholy Death Knight. I'd be pretty happy. Havoc Demon Hunters just got buffed everywhere. More damage on Chaos Strike, more damage on Annihilation. Versatility increase, PvP agility increase, so yeah, Havoc's going to be good. Restoration Druids got some slight buffs to their healing. Damage dealt. I didn't even know they did damage. Maybe in like bear form. Healing Swiftmen increase, so Swiftmen spec might be good, but yeah, overall increase, which is good. Brewmasters got some changes. I'm not convinced they're going to be good. They'll probably still suck. These are the PvP changes specifically. Mistweaver Monk Soothing Mist healing got reduced by 20%, as well as a Soothing Mist from the statue, as well as the AMA Soothing Mist. I don't think this is the biggest deal. They got a slight int buff to sort of compensate, so stuff like Renewing Mist and Enveloping Mist and Effuse are all going to be higher. So I think monks are going to be good. The only little scary thing is Way of the Crane did get a decent nerf. So instead of healing for 200% of the damage you deal, it's only going to be 175, plus you do a little bit less damage. I don't know. Way of the Crane was really good, and now it's going to be a little less good. I think Mistweaver Monks are still going to be really strong. Frost Mages, this is the one that weirds me out the most, is that people think Frost Mages are going to be bad. Glacial Spike, okay, so yeah, Evan Bolt got 10% nerf. Flurry got a 10 or a 5% nerf. Glacial Spike got a 10% damage reduction in PvP, but keep in mind Glacial Spike just got buffed. So I'm pretty sure in PvP this is actually a net buff still with this change. And then of course int went up. So when you think about it, you have to think, okay, your int goes up by 3%. That means Frostbolt does more damage, Ice Lance does more damage, Comet Storm does more damage, Ice Nova, or everything. Frozen Orb, Blizzard, every button you have does more damage, including Ebon Bolt and including Flurry. And then after those changes go in, Flurry does 5% less damage, which is very negligible, and Ebon Bolt does 10% less damage, which, I mean, Ebon Bolt was broken, so at least I think it was a little high. So Ebon Bolt getting nerfed by 10% after a 3% int buff, I don't think is the hugest deal, and Glacial got buffed. I think Frost Mages are gonna be just as good, maybe better. If they are worse, it's gonna be very insignificant. Paladin got good healing, Flash of Light got increased, int got increased, damage dealt got nerfed a little bit, so the melee wings will be a little worse. Holy Light, Holy Shock increased, so good changes. Holy Pally, they're gonna be buffed. Prot, Sacred Duty reduces the cooldown of Blessing and Protection and Sacrifice by 33%, was 50%, so Protection Pally is nerfed a little bit more. Retribution, Prot just got a big nerf, huh? It's weird that they got another nerf. Retribution, people were looking at this. They got a versatility increase, and then they got a crit and haste decrease. So I'm pretty sure what this means is, I haven't actually did the math, but I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is their damage is going to equal out. The amount of versatility they gained is going to make their damage kind of equal out to the crit and haste loss, and then the increased versatility just makes them more survivable. What are you saying, Super Tees? Sorry, if you think I'm wrong about anything, you guys feel free. This is the good thing about you guys commenting. What were you saying, Super Tees? Anyways, Priest, Discipline Priest, damage dealt got nerfed by 3%, intellect increased by 5%. So I don't even know if that's going to be a damage reduction at all. Maybe their damage is going to be the same. No, it's not. Oh, you want to keep nerfing Prot? Oh, it's not weird to keep nerfing Prot? Yeah, okay. People hate tanks. I understand. So Discipline Priests, I guess they're buffed. Discipline Priests got a buff. Holy Priests got a buff. I mean, they're doing a little less damage, but with the increase, I'm pretty sure Disc maybe even does more damage. Maybe not. I'm not sure. It'll be very close. Shadow Priest, Intellect increased, Versatility increase. I don't know what this is. Shadow Mania grants 4 Insanity every 2 seconds was 3, so they could get more Insanity. Mind Trauma now steals 3% haste, was 1% haste. Don't know what that is. Mind Trauma's maximum haste stolen. It's increased to 12% per target, 24%. I don't know what that is. Sorry, but Shadow Priest seem like they're going to be really good with all those changes. Assassination, Poison Bomb got nerfed a little bit. Cool. This is a really good change. Vanish cast by Thieves' Gambit will now cancel when the target begins to cast a spell. So no more Subtlety Rogues vanishing their mages to get off Ebon Bolts and Polymorphs and stuff. I think that's a good change. Subtlety Rogues got a slight damage nerf. Enhancement Shaman's got a damage nerf. These are probably both really warranted. Some people are scared that it's going to slow down the game too much. Maybe. I'm not sure. Affliction Warlocks. Corruption damage reduce. Agony damage reduce. Absolute Corruption now increases the duration of Corruption to 24 seconds, so Corruption doesn't last. But Corruption lasted 40 seconds? Hello? Unstable, I didn't even know that, but what? Affliction, Unstable Affliction got buffed, Drained Soul got buffed, and then Gateway got nerfed. Some people thought this was a buff, but it's a nerf. So it was 30 seconds, and now it's 45-second cooldown on Gateway, which is probably good. But yeah, Affliction Warlocks got pooped on a little bit. Basically, they just took out a lot of their instant damage, or a good amount of their instant damage, and buffed their casted damage. So Drained Soul is going to be better. Unstable Affliction will be better, but overall, a pretty significant nerf. Arms Warrior D-Stance reduces the warrior's damage by 20% in PvP situations. Used to be 10, so now training a warrior and forcing him in D-Stance is much more punishing to him, and it'll be more apparent when you fight a good warrior, because he'll do a better job stance dancing, going in D-Stance when he has to, absolutely has to, and going in battle when he wants to get out damage and get aggressive. But strength got nerfed and versatility got nerfed. So yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, some classes got buffed, some classes got nerfed. I think I like these like small changes, like the subtlety change, like 5% damage, as well as like that one spell. Sometimes I feel like some of the changes, if you want my honest, 100% honest opinion, sometimes I like the Unholy Death Knight changes too, but like these changes to like Frost Mages, even I like that the damage has been shuffled around a little bit. Ebon Bolt like one-shotting was pretty crazy, but it'd be nice to see like some other changes. Like I think Frost Mage snares are probably too good. Speaking as a Frost Mage, but yeah, Shadow Priest being tankier. I don't know. Honestly, I like the changes. Some classes maybe hit too hard, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Go Windwalker Monks. Whee!